Human rights are moral principles or norms that describe certain standards of human behavior and regularly protected in municipal and international law. According to international law, the relationship between human dignity and human rights is the one between foundational principle of equal respect for every human being and concrete norms that are needed to flesh out that principle in social life.
The goal of human rights education is to help people to understand the value of human rights and to take responsibility for respecting, defending, and promoting human rights. An important outcome of human rights education is empowerment, a process through which people and communities increase their own lives and the decisions that affect them. The ultimate goal of human rights education is people working together to bring about human rights, justice, and dignity for all.
Why do we need human rights and education? We need human rights and education to merely understand our fundamental rights, rights of individual, rights of indigenous people, rights of children, and such other natural and basic right of humanity. Knowledgeable to our statute, laws, ordinances, policies, rules, and regulation in a relation to our rights is very important to upright in human dignity.
What are the organizations or agencies that are responsible to oversee that human rights aren't violated here in the Philippines and in the world? First, here in the Philippines is the Commission on Human Rights. The Commission on Human Rights is a commission that oversees that human rights aren't violated here in the Philippines. They are not part of any branches of the government. They cannot be controlled by the government because it is stated in the law that they are independent commission that runs through itself. Another is Amnesty International Philippines. They overlook the human rights politically. They have representatives in our legislative branches and try to make a law that oversees human rights itself. And for the world, there is the organization that oversees our human rights is the United Nations panel.
Educated about human rights is considered a human rights itself because it reduces the risk of people getting abused and they will become more knowledgeable and where they should stand, regardless of their social status.
What difference does human rights in education make? Human rights in education empowers people to claim their rights. It ensures that individuals in position of power know their responsibilities. It builds the strength of the human rights movement by connecting people based on their values, morals, empowering them to take part in promoting human rights in their own communities, societies, and worldwide.